Have you ever had a dream so clear, so powerful, that you could almost taste it? But right when you were about to take the first step, something inside pulled you back? That something was fear. This is the story of Daniel, a young man whose entire life was shaped by one silent enemy, until the day everything changed. The weight that no one saw. Daniel grew up in a quiet neighborhood, but his mind was anything but quiet. He dreamed big, starting a business, traveling the world, speaking confidently in front of people. But every time opportunity came close, he froze. Not because he lacked talent. Not because he lacked intelligence. But because he carried a secret. Fear ruled him. Fear of failure. Fear of being judged. Fear of embarrassing himself. Fear that he was never good enough. And so, he watched life pass him by. His friends moved forward. His colleagues took bold steps. New faces rose to success, while Daniel stayed exactly where he was, dreaming, wishing, hoping, but never doing. The moment that broke him. One day, Daniel got invited for an interview, his dream job. He prepared for weeks. He knew he was qualified. He knew he could do it. But on the morning of the interview, his heart raced. His hands trembled. His mind whispered the same lie it had whispered for years. What if you fail? Daniel stood in front of the company building, then turned around, and walked away. He didn't even enter. That night, he broke down. Not because he lost the job, but because he realized that fear had become his master. The meeting that changed everything. Weeks later, Daniel visited his grandfather in the village, a quiet, peaceful place where time seemed slower. Seeing the sadness in Daniel's eyes, Grandpa placed a firm hand on his shoulder and said, "Sit, my son. Let me tell you a story." He pointed at an old mango tree in the compound. There was a bird, Grandpa began, who lived in that tree. Every day, it looked at the sky and wished to fly far, but it never did. Why? Daniel asked. Because the bird believed the world was too big, and it was too small. Grandpa paused. But one day, the wind became strong. A storm came. The branches shook violently, and the bird had only two choices: fly or fall. What happened? Daniel leaned in. The bird flew. Not because it was ready. Not because it was confident. But because life pushed it. Grandpa looked Daniel straight in the eyes. Fear doesn't stop you because you are weak. Fear stops you because you never challenge it. He continued. Fear is loud before you start. Fear is strong when you hesitate. But once you take the first step, fear becomes quiet. Then he added the words Daniel would never forget. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is doing it while you are afraid. The first step. When Daniel returned to the city, he decided to do something different. Not something big, just something small. He applied for another job. He sent the email with his heart pounding. He forced himself to attend a networking event, even though fear tried to stop him. He said yes to opportunities he would have once avoided. And little by little, something changed. Fear didn't disappear. But Daniel stopped letting fear make decisions for him. Eventually, he got a job offer, better than the one he once walked away from. Not because he became fearless, but because he finally understood the secret. Success is built on small steps taken in fear, not big leaps taken in confidence. Moral of the story. If fear has been stopping your success, remember, start small. Move anyway. Do it afraid. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes after. Because the moment you start walking, fear starts dying.